I mean, yeah, you see the first one, you see the second one.
Pre 9/11. Actually, this is a month
This
before
was
9/11.
a month
Month
before.
before 9/11. August.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
August came out August 3rd, 2001.
Man, I gotta be real with you. That was actually a pretty cool time before them towers fell. I gotta be honest with you guys.
You know what made
America was going to be.
um
Could you imagine if those towers never fell in America? Good God, this country would be so different.
Mhm.
Anyway,
But yeah, we're here.
depressing.
Depressing, but it always goes.
still be dealing with identity crisis, but that's another thing.
But it always comes. I mean,
Hey, look, Eris, we want to have to deal with gender politics until 2030. COVID comes earlier, but
Anyways, let's talk about Rush Hour 2.
like when? That's the fun part.
Let's talk about Rush Hour 2, a movie that it's one of those films, as with anything, you had to be there because this movie was getting so much marketing. It was in your face, especially on MTV, because they were throwing this out there and stuff. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker was at the MTV VMAs that year promoting it.
And let's not also talk about the powerhouse that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to MTV is that Def Jam Records was always a big part of everything that happened on MTV. And so yeah, they was a part of that too. And this, of course, was on Def Jam Island Records. So when the soundtrack came out, and this was a monster fucking soundtrack.
Woo! Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
This is in that golden era before 2003, where that was still vogue.
Yeah, I think. Because the Rush Hour 2 soundtrack, we got Area Codes from Ludacris, which was huge.
Really?
Yep.
Area Codes is on this shit?
Bro, Area Codes was on this. It was on this and the first Fast and Furious.
I was about to say, I know it was on the first. I was about to say that. I know it was on the fast jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what else is on this shit?
You had Paper Trippin' with Nate Dogg and Dub C. You Make Me Laugh from Christina Milian. Blow My Whistle with Hikaru Utada and Foxy Brown.
Wow.
Neptunes did the beats on that one.
That's a
produced
name
that
I
one.
haven't heard in years. Seriously, that's a name. Like, that is a name I heard once before.
Well, Utada Hikaru, when you walk up, Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, that's.
It kind of
you mean no wait, before Kingdom Hearts, you mean Automatic.
Ah, yes, Automatic. Yes.
I just like the fact that people misread the fact that she said she was non-binary, and people just kind of misread that, and it was like, "You motherfucker, you have children." Look, y'all read that whole quote wrong.
Everybody felt betrayed.
No. Just because these keep it a buck. I heard all you girls. I wanted to have sex with you. I heard all of y'all. The straight ones too. I heard y'all.
Tough break, nigga. You got. Oh, there's always cake on Matsui.
Well, actually, the three big songs off this was "How It's Gonna Be," which was performed by Love Her. You had Area Codes.
Wait a minute, how's it going to be?
Yeah, how's it going to be?
Yeah.
You had Area Codes, obviously, because that was the big one from Ludacris. And you had Party and Bullshit with Method Man and Teddy Riley. So
that Party and Bullshit.
Yeah, that one. But Area Codes, to be honest, was probably the big one out of all those three, to be honest.
Really? Yeah. Now I'm trying to look at this damn soundtrack. I could have swore how deep what's her face was on this. Drew Hill was on this. I guess that was for a different soundtrack.
Must be a different soundtrack.
Yeah, that's got to be a different
soundtrack. You mean like the Image soundtrack? Like whenever they take songs that were inspired by the movie, but they weren't necessarily in the movie.
Oh, okay.
I know what you mean by that. Yeah.
But the soundtrack, like I said, it went gold pretty much across worldwide, which is not bad. I mean, but like you said,
How Deep Is Your Love was for the first Rush Hour.
Yes.
Jesus, there you go. I thought
because remember that one had "Can I Get a," on that one too.
Which was the better soundtrack? That one.
Hold on.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, other funny bit from the first Rush Hour, Heavy D's "I Got Nothing But Love for You" was on it.
I'm sorry, what?
It was. Even had a video. Even had a video for it if you bought the Blu-ray or the DVD. The video
for that shit.
You got to be kidding me. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Anyway, Anyway, so motherfucking shit, man. When it comes to motherfucking Rush Hour, the one big thing that came out of all this shit was, of course, this was the movie that made Jackie Chan, pushed Jackie Chan into superstardom in America. Now, of course, the
the
whole
first
world
one did.
Disagree. Nah, I disagree with
I
that.
said the first one, but the second one, for some reason, it kind of
I don't
like
even say it was the
really.
first.
I don't know. Now, when I say superstardom in America, I said America. I wasn't saying the whole world. Everybody, the whole fucking world knew who Jackie Chan was. The first Rush Hour did it, but the second one kind of gave him a personality.
Apex.
That's why I say it kind of gave him more of a personality to American audiences. And I said
Nah, I say
he had to speak more English, huh? But
Nah,
whatever.
no, for me, I think this was the movie that started a trend in Hollywood of we know we're gonna do a Jackie from now on. He's gonna play a cop from overseas.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And that became a thing for a large majority of his time in America. Anytime he ever got called to do American movies, it's always that.
You know, I saw the tuxedo the other day.
He's honestly always playing Inspector Lee.
Yeah. I saw the tuxedo the other day. I was like, this is
terrible.
This is the same.
I mean, but this.
I wasn't gonna go that far, but thank you.
No, but you gotta remember
that movie, The Medallion. He had like a triple threat of just bad movies in America.
Well, you gotta remember,
what's the movie that a bunch of people liked with the white boy and Jet Li and him fought for 2.5 seconds? Well, that was The Medallion, right?
Nah.
No. You said him and Jet Li. Oh no. You mean Forbidden Kingdom?
Forbidden Kingdom. That's what.
That was the one with Jet Li and Jackie Chan. Is like for the first time ever, Jet Li and Jackie Chan.
Oh, you want to talk about a lie? A lie that did nothing for no one. You know?
I mean, it was big for American folks, but like,
I guess you know what I mean. I understand that.
I mean, they never had a movie even overseas together.
Yeah,
but here's the thing. Because Americans, we got this label, we say Jet Li, Jackie Chan, they're going to be fighting for 5 hours like Goku and Frieza. That's the way it was set up.
Yeah, in America, it was like
they barely did anything. They did white belt. They did white belt wire moves.
I would take that versus the lie that is Jet Li versus Jason Statham in War that only amounted to like a 2-minute fight at the end of the movie. Because that was the biggest fucking lie ever.
That not only was that a good
one. The makers of War. Wants his 1250 back now with interest. That's right, $23.
Can I say, for the record, gentlemen, that the makers of War, here's a copy of this movie called Gorgeous. Jackie Chan made it, produced it, and wrote it. He fights his protege and. R.I.P. to the great Brad Allen. 2 fights in that one movie. Badass, fun, adventurous. Probably one of the greatest fights ever. It's the one time that I felt proud as a man of a certain height to see a man shorter than Jackie Chan whoop his ass.
No, the crazy part is like
Benny the Jet was taller than Jackie. Never mind.
No. That's Benny the Jet. No, Brad Allen is like
Brad was short. Brad was short. Brad was short man.
Short man, but whooped his ass.
But you think about if you think about something like when Rush Hour 2 came out, you gotta remember like he's coming off of Shanghai Noon, which is another big movie from that Jackie Chan did. He also helped produce. You know, he did his usual cameo appearances overseas with Gen X Cop and Gen Y Cops. You know, the Accidental Spy. I remember that movie. So, like, Rush Hour 2, you're right, because that was his apex. And after that, everything just kind of...
I want to say it petered off at the Shanghai... This came out after Shanghai Nights, right? Or this
before Shanghai
I would say about Shanghai Nights, around that time,
it
did kind of shift. Yeah, it started going down, and you started noticing Jackie started doing some stuff in the, over here Hong Kong again.
Yeah, like was it the New Police Story? A couple of years later, the Twins Effect 2.
Yeah, he started producing a lot more. And
I think it was
just real talk. He was slowing down. He was becoming he's going from actor to being a philanthropist to something else and all the rest of that. He's having more money than he ever had in his life. So he was a superstar at that point. That's what I meant.
Also, let's also not forget his other dramatic piece of Shinjuku Incident.
That's what I'm saying. He was starting to do different films, he and just on real. it's kind of funny where we saw Jet Li kind of had to be told, sit your ass down. Jackie never really got that. But Jackie was kind of slowing down. So even when we saw him in The Foreigner, we was like, hey, yo, Jackie,
That's his speed.
you about
That's
70
his
what? You about 70 what?
And you rolling everybody in this movie.
Again, shout out to our boy Julian. The second she was like, no, you going to sleep, and she turned around and he was gone. Julian, let's go.
Hey, I actually take it a step further before we get back to Rush Hour 2.
Real quick, y'all. Listen to our podcast of The Foreigner. Us talking about Pierce Brosnan getting pistol whipped, having to do this with his glasses a second later is the greatest thing in the world.
But even before that, like he did a movie with before The Foreigner. He did a movie. He did a movie with Johnny Knoxville called Skip Trace, and it was very vintage buddy cop Jackie Chan, where it's like, oh, Chan's doing all this and Johnny Knoxville's doing his Johnny Knoxville stuff, and stuff. And it's like, all right, cool. But like Rush Hour 2 definitely was like, oh, you cannot fuck with Jackie Chan whatsoever. Like that's Jackie Chan doing all his own moves, which was always the big deal. And him and Chris Tucker having there, and then this movie gives Chan a love interest in Rosalind Sanchez.
I love it. You know what? I gotta say, watching this movie, I gotta say. So it didn't take a lot of writing on this one, did it?
No.
It really did it.
I mean, even the movie says so itself. Hey, let's just do what we did in the first movie. There's a rich white guy. There's an Asian person that's connected to him. And there you go. That's the movie.
Well, you know what? Here's my question. You know, if we're going to, because we're going to be all over the place, I got a question, guys. Who was the Jewish writer that says, it'd be funny if we get him eating gefilte fish?
Jeff Nathanson is the one that.
Like I was saying, who's the Jew? And I don't think I'm out of line by saying that. Who's the Jew that said, hucka?
Same one that did Rush Hour 3. Yeah.
Did he write that movie
with
too?
the joke. You mean when the jokes didn't know when to stop?
Yeah, like he's the one that wrote that, and he also wrote Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Well, story only, but still. Which I didn't hate Crystal Skull upon rewatching it.
Wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but just that.
But he also, but he also did the. I believe. Hold up, was Dead Man Tell No Tales D the one where everybody came back in Pirates of the Caribbean? I'm trying to remember.
No. The one that everybody came back from the dead was the very first one. The second one was
no. I'm talking about the last Pirates. Wasn't that the one where?
Oh, Dead Men Tell Motels was
that was the last one, right?
That was with Ian McShane, I think, and that was the lame one. No,
Ian McShane was the one before that.
The one where that was a lame one.
Okay, so this is the one where everybody. Yeah, Javier Bardem. Yeah, this is the one where everybody came back, and it's like Jack and Rose is back, and I'm like, huh? What?
Jack and Rose.
I don't know. It's either way. Yeah, Will and Elizabeth, whatever the fuck. But but going back, I told the guys
nobody gives a shit about that movie no more. You remember that's kind of funny, huh? If you said that like 15 years ago, nobody gives a shit about Pirates of the Caribbean. They would have been like, what happened to the franchise? That's the real wild part about it.
I told the guys this. I said Eva Mendes has the career that Rosalind Sanchez didn't get.
I mean, I feel like Eva Mendes she straight up took that job from her.
Rosalind Sanchez is in that
Chris, isn't it bad?
Reboot, and I was like,
Chris,
what?
Like, Chris, isn't it bad that Rosalind Sanchez also got dunked on by Sofia Vergara?
It also don't help that she kind of reminds me of Eva Longoria when you look at her for a little bit.
That's another one. Yeah.
She just got dumped between, I wouldn't say better Latino women, but
that's debatable because they all. I mean,
I can't say better. No. We won't say better. We won't say better. We won't say better. We won't say better. No, hold on. No, I'm saying that we won't say better. We're just going to say she got stepped over by the choices of Hollywood.
Because Sofia Vergara, I mean, once she popped up on the scene, it's like Four Brothers. I mean, Look.
Oh yeah, Jessica Alba too.
Yeah, well, Jessica Alba, well, she
Bruh,
is.
hold on. You know what this is? When you like when you get all hold on, when you get all these hold on, when you get all these Hispanic women together and they're in front of
white passing Hispanic women.
Yes, even white passing Hispanic. When you get all of them together, bro, this is the Pistons versus Jordan.
Yeah, Rosin Sanchez had no chance.
All of a sudden, your Rodney comes in. Your Rodney comes in with her lazy ass eye. I heard you need a tough girl.
Stop it! I need you to leave Michelle Rodriguez.
But here's the kicker, though. But here's the kicker.
I need Michelle Rodriguez to admit. Look, the tomboy Spanish chick aesthetic that you've been doing for the last 30 years. You can stop. I understand that Vin keeps giving you money. I get that part. But why do you do it in every movie? Is that what these
and then got the nerve to take a job where she plays a trans person. I'm like, ew.
She did that?
Yeah. I was get an actual trans person. Why you get Michelle Rodriguez?
Wow.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
No, it's like this. I don't care really because I know
like
that's
this is what you do to her.
That's not my scope, but at the same time, here's me. Y'all gonna get a trans woman.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all the ones that are forcing all of America to step by your beat, and you can't get. This is why.
You can go. Hold on. You can go outside and grab one falling out of the sky and be like, there you go. Here's a movie for you.
Actually, here's what you talking about. They're in LA. Oh yeah, they're in LA. Yeah.
No, but the kicker is
I have to look at this. Yeah, he's right.
But you know what's funny? D. Eris? 2 years after Rush Hour 2, she's in the movie with Sofia Vergara and Chasing Poppy. So it's like, damn,
I remember that. And
y'all were in the same movie.
And she still got sidelined.
Here's a sick part. She did have that sexy ass librarian look going on for her in that movie. She really did. And
it still didn't help.
But then you have Sofia Vergara over there with her tits just popping out and shit.
Just tittying.
I hate the fact that
Sofia Vergara walking around looking like
Sofia
a goddamn
Vergara
convention in the movie.
Sofia Vergara had me dying when she was on Family Guy. And she said, "Oh, that is like my Uncle Rodrigo." And she said something really stupid. Here's Peter. The way they frame these minorities on these shows, and like the writing is still kind of.
So basically, Rush Hour 2 takes place, I'm gonna say probably like a couple of months because they're on vacation. And
it feels like it, though. It feels like
let's
just say a couple of months. That sounds right.
Let's say a couple of months because Carter brings up a point of like, dog, been in Japan for we've been in Hong Kong. Yeah,
actually, that would sound like Chris Tucker, because if you're a person that rewatches this and you're kind of like, wow, why are these people just mislabeling the 2000s?
Yeah,
and white people wrote this.
So he's been in vacation in Hong Kong, and Lee hasn't shown them much of anything and stuff.
Nothing, because Lee has been taking on cases when he was there.
Yeah, because his dad, his former person, Ricky Tan.
That ain't a Hollywood ass name for a Chinese villain.
Here's the sad part. It kind of ain't also. It kind of fall right in the middle, D.
Yeah, Ricky Tan.
See, a name like that does fall also in the late 80s. The late 80s, early 90s Hong Kong films that get dubbed.
It's true.
It's always like a strong American. His name is William Yo.
or better yet, there would be.
My name is.
There would be
Richard Chang.
There would be a full-blooded Chinese guy. Lived in I would say grew up in Kowloon Bay his entire life. Goes by the name of Bob. Those movies.
All those zones. There's always one. All right, Bob. Thank you. All right, Robert. That's not a Robert. That is not a Robert. That's a Fang, and you know it. Don't do that. Like, yeah. But
John Lone plays Ricky Tan. John Lone, he's been in a lot of movies. Okay, so Lone is in a long list of a lot of East Asians that tried to jump into Hollywood to try to be in different roles, and he always ended up kind of, at least on the movie side, he's always playing bit roles, right?
Yeah.
And this is probably the one movie where he kind of had more of a main role. But the funny thing is, he actually starred. I don't know if you guys. I only seen the movie one time. Remember that movie, The Last Emperor?
Yeah.
Came out back in '87. He played. Was it Puyi? Who was the last?
That
Emperor?
was him.
Yeah, he played. That was him. So it's like, oh, all right, cool. But like, he's past that movie. It's like in America, Rush Hour 2 is probably his biggest. Like in terms of being out there in front, he wasn't no bit role. And it's like, all right, cool, but it is what it is and stuff. But Lee is going after Ricky Tan instead of being on vacation with Carter, and we get probably the top moment of the film where they go to a massage parlor.
And
no. We're not gonna do the massage parlor part.
Oh,
we gotta cover the first scene. Like probably one of the very first scene. First of all, I gotta ask. Hey, yo, Chris Tucker. Sorry, Inspector Carter. You've been on vacation, running cases with Lee for 2 weeks already.
Yeah,
my nigga, what kind of leave do you have?
Yeah,
also, how much money do you got left?
He did say he hasn't used vacation, like, period. So he probably built that up.
I love the throwaway movie line of that,
and
that could mean anything.
Yeah,
it's like I've been kicking, like I've been stuck with you for 2 weeks, and all we did was work your case. I'm like, my nigga, you've been in Hong Kong for 2 weeks already. Like the first movie, because the first movie ends with them going to Hong Kong.
And Harris is like, oh yeah, I forgot they were going there. So yeah, he's been over there.
He's already been over there for 2 weeks.
Oh shit, 2 years passed. Anyway, yeah.
2 years later.
So
that plane that long anyway.
So while he's there, they decide, hey, look, man, we better not be working another case. He's like, no, we're going to a big party out of nowhere, right? Would anybody, the three of us would be like, all right, this is some sus shit. Because why would you get a call from work and they talk about we going to a big party in the middle of a seedy side of Hong Kong?
Also, anytime you see too many young women around and old Asian men smoking, the triad or the Yakuza is there. One of the two. And either way, in either way, hey, Chris, do the one song and get the fuck off the stage.
Let's just say I've been in a situation. I've been in a situation like that when I was in Tokyo. I'm in this bar where I'm going, I know I have no business being in here, but I got two options. I can either sing an MJ song and have everybody be cool with it, or I can just order myself a Jack and Coke in the corner and nobody will notice me. I went for the former.
What, the Jack and Coke and shut the fuck up?
No, the former.
That'd be little Eris. Here's me. Eris, you better pick the right. Eric, Chris is about to laugh. You better pick the right one, because you don't. At the end of the scenario, you gotta fight all the Yakuza dudes inside the bar.
I hate y'all.
Now, Eris, since you sung at the end, you talk to look. Chris, he talks to one of the guys. Hey, that was a good song. Ha ha! And all of a sudden he be like this. He look Chris he just drops them in his hand. Cling! 5 hour energy.
Cha-ching.
Just a regular 5 hour energy. Here's Eris. Damn, okay.
Well, guys, well, folks, this 3PG episode of Rush Hour 2 is sponsored by Like a Dragon Ishin. Go out and buy Like a Dragon Ishin.
Oh man, I like this. I wasn't ready for the John Claude ass. Anyway, so
I just needed that sound effect.
So Eris, for you, I like the fact that Chris Tucker did what any black person would do in that situation. In any situation, which is it's Michael Jackson. That's the only building bridge that we have at this point.
By the way, so Chris Tucker wasn't fond of doing the karaoke as Michael Jackson on stage.
Oh yeah, I heard it was a story about that.
So what happened was
F5 on that one.
So basically what happened was Chris didn't want to sit there and do the scene to imitate Michael Jackson, right? He didn't want to do that. So what happened was they were off camera. Chris was always joking around and doing stuff. So he was doing a Michael Jackson karaoke. So what you saw on the film of him doing that, Brett Ratner actually turned the film on and just filmed that whole thing. So yeah, you're muted, D.
That he did some sneak shit. I love that.
Film the whole thing, which is why it comes across so natural when he's like, "Get closer, oh, get close." Yeah, that. Yeah.
So hang on. I find that very funny that Chris felt some type of way about wanting to do
the imitation,
like an imitation. When hang on. You danced your ass off. Sorry, your victory pose was you dancing to Another Part of Me in the first movie. You were also doing a whole ass MJ ad lib sing along next to the East European terrorist nigga in Money Talks. You danced like MJ to Rick James's Mary Jane in Friday, and I'm pretty sure you did. Hold on, and I'm pretty sure you did some shit in The Fifth Element. Why this movie? Why was this?
He didn't do that in The Fifth Element, but I tell you why. I think I know why.
There was a like scene, I'm sure. I just can't prove it.
I feel like what happened, Eris, was what happens with most black people when we get told to do shit. So just because you think that's what I ain't about to do that clone shit, nigga.
Hold on. And yes, this. And then cut to September of that same year. This nigga's on stage with MJ. By the way, the night before 9/11. Anyway, on stage with MJ. Made this nigga fall out laughing because he kicked with the wrong leg. And he did. Hold on. And then 6 years later, he does it in Rush Hour 3.
I think it was probably one of those things where it was just straight up. Fuck you, I ain't doing that shit. Just because there are some things where some people are like, it was really funny when you did that thing. Can you do it again? That's my friend, nigga. No.
He's like,
I don't do that shit, man. Like, but you did another movie. I did it because I felt like doing it. And no, you requesting me to do that shit is not making me fuck you, bye. No.
You know what this is? Hold on. You know, hey, Chris, you'll get this. You know what this is? This is Chadwick Boseman being forced to do the Wakanda Forever thing after the movie came out.
There are certain times when you get it. Other times it's like
that nigga was tired of doing that shit after 2 weeks.
Real shit. I was one of those people. You can't do that. Fuck you. When he passed away, here's me. All you motherfuckers made him do that. Goddamn. That would because real talk. I never really expressed this on one of our shits. But when Chadwick died, I was speechless. I was just speechless. Like, oh my God, he passed away. Real talk, my kids, they're not big Black Panther fans, they're DC fans, but Black Panther was like Jesus, you know what I mean? So yeah. I'm feeling it for them. And the first thing that ran through my head was, and you niggas, hey Chadwick. I was like, I needed something to be mad at.
Hey Chris, you know it was messed up that you and I saw him do that when he came out of Howard University.
21 Bridges.
21. Yeah, 20. He came out doing that shit.
Every time I look at a picture where he got this little, it's like, here you go.
I mean, it's all right. Like,
you know what it is? You know what it is?
You know what, God? I hate that. That's a nigga that knew that he had cancer. They knew he had this much this much left. He's like this. This is about to be my legacy. Dude. Doing this. This is the whole legacy.
Dude, this is more different than that Robot Chicken sketch episode 1. Come on, he's gonna do it.
Let him know. It's the side.
Literally more like.
Like I gotta think. It's like certain people have to be sick of it. You know who ain't sick of it? This is one of the most pitiful people in the world. You know who's not sick of it? Eris's boy. Your boy, Billy Mitchell. He's not sick of doing that dumb pose he never earned in his life.
Very true.
I tell you who's not sick of his stuff. Juan Rico.
D knows.
What? Wait, I'm sorry. What?
I said, I'll tell you, I'm tired of the same being stereotype one Juan Rico.
No, I knew exactly what you're talking.
I didn't hear Juan Rico the first time. Anyway,
Constantly quipping Starship Troopers
a
quotes.
white boy.
Hey, but Chris.
Named Casper.
Hey, Chris.
Think about it.
Wait.
His granddad was named Enrique.
Hey, Chris. Wait, Chris, I just got a question for both of you. It's not racist, right?
No, it's not racist.
It's like a nigga named Smokey.
No. No.
Do it playing the role of Finn.
No, I legit could not. I could not facepalm any harder when Casper said that in front of Chris.
Speaking of which,
Me and Aaron, girls like the sci-fi.
No,
Just like Billy D.
My man really said, "Three Black Geeks." It's not racist, is it?
It's not racist, is it? You're not going to call me a coon. You're not going to call me a nigger, are you? Whoa!
Whoa there, buddy.
Hand to God, I was about to just hit record and walk away from the camera.
Chris, I wish I was there to go like this.
Let him cook.
No, like this. Let you be what he thinks you are. Be militant.
Be militant.
The spirit of Omar is upon you, boy. No, but, the spirit of Umar is upon you, boy.
Speaking of which,
grab it, harness it.
The chase sequence.
Tell him that systematic racism.
The chase sequence of them.
Why there will be a black ship, Starship Troopers.
The chase sequence and them fighting on the bamboo shit had me in tears because me and Eris years ago, we saw this movie called Be Kind Rewind where they were doing Swedish versions of that scene. And I laughed so hard because if you think about it, it's like, damn, they really were fighting on some bamboo. And he's like, bamboo, very strong. Bamboo, very strong.
Let me tell you something. I had bamboo in my back of my yard, right? And I already knew that was bullshit because 4 years prior, I told you this thing go like. All you need to know is that D's body went kind of like this. That's all you need to know.
Just landed on his head.
I don't think I landed on my head, but I rotated. I clearly rotated. I don't like to tell you. I don't know if I fell on my face, my chin, my ass. All I know is that I did what the old people call a revolution. I did a full revolution hitting the ground. That's what happened.
The way you described that just reminds me of that insurance commercial. I'm a tree in a windstorm. Shaky, shaky.
Oh, God, I keep on forgetting that nigga's name when I need to bring him up. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a cat on top of a tree. Ah! You got cut rate insurance. You ain't gonna stop.
You know what made that whole thing ridiculous? My man Lee. Okay, this is why I love
that line though because it said bamboo, like Chinese bamboo, very strong. Here's me, dumbass. Japanese bamboos the strongest one. It snapped.
But you know, prior to that, to the heavy rolling, this is why I roll of like why I could never be like if I was athletic like Jackie Chan like that, like. Yeah, only people like that, if they're trying to escape people, would climb up shit. Most people would do what Chris Tucker did, just run and go upstairs and lose people.
Trying to lose people by going upstairs.
Shout out to the old lady that I forgot about this line all over.
One side, Kobe.
I died. Again, Chris, like I always say, shout out to 24 forever. shout out to Kobe forever.
Black Mamba forever.
Also, hate to say it, Chinese and Japanese folks are pretty racist. They will mistake you for something else. So.
Eric's been called. Look, Eric, going to hell for this, dude. You go to hell for this. American, easy lover. You don't know what you can do it. Eris, here's you. I can do two things. I can walk away with my dignity intact. time for the ladder. She's the kind of girl you dream of. Oh!
Nah. Eris had his long hair. Nah. Eris has his long hair. Baby girl, what's your name? I'm T-Pain. You just fucking it all up in tears. It's just like, first off, I don't have a long enough hair for T-Pain.
Sir.
Second of all, I
And
don't
look,
I don't have a
shittiest.
top hat.
And also, Eris does the shittiest auto tune ever. I'm buying you a driving. Oh, look, all the Japanese people. Oh! No, hold on. Just to prove I ain't shit. This I pull out the fucking T-Pain auto tune app. And you look, here's the best part, Eris. It's a shitty app and it only makes you sound like Optimus Prime.
Yes.
I will buy you a drink. Transform and roll out.
Oh god. You like what? Oh, I'm on fire. Fuck you, D. I am, and this is why I know Eris. Eris is slapping. Why? Because of D. Anybody that calls him Billy Ocean and he's not named Dwayne Shaw gets punched.
This is very true.
Here's Eris. Fuck you. Walking away. One of them nights. One of them nights you feel like getting down. Yes, sir. You gotta do it like that.
No.
Mama used to say, "Take your time."
That's Junior.
Never used to say,
Chris. Hey, Chris, look.
"Take your time."
Hey, no, Eris. Here's the fun part for you. Nobody would get this joke. Eris is the fun part for you. Eddie comes up to you singing that song. Somebody, dog, you was doing that, dog. I was Junior. I am scared. I am scared to go to Japan. They're gonna call me Mark Henry, or they're gonna call me Mark Henry. No, they're just gonna call me Mark Henry.
Just embrace it.
No, D. They will call
do it.
D. They will call you Mark Henry if you and I go to the WWE event in at Rio Goku Stadium.
But see, here's the thing. The D
I'm
can't.
I'm not in the ring.
But D, if they ask you to pull a truck, then you're gonna have to fucking roll cancel your way out of that shit.
I am actually Earth 2 Alexander O'Neal. Just look,
Yes,
for real. You take these dreads out and let me grease this shit.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
When I think about you, the feelings can't explain.
Real talk for all y'all, for all those people that didn't see that name. Real talk. Alexander O'Neal is a banger artist. He wrote and sang. Niggas, he's underrated as fuck. Anyways, go ahead. Anyway, we're done.
I did want to mention. I'm sorry, I did want to mention that fight. The fight on the bamboo is God. First of all, you getting fucked up out of the way because you fall the wrong way and land on the bamboo. Your back is done.
Well, it's the reason why.
Shout out to Brett Ratner going, okay, Jackie, you got this thing right.
Also, shout out to Shang-Chi. Reenacting that scene.
That is the main reason why I like. That's the main reason why I like the shit in Shang-Chi, because that's like different. Like the shit in Rush Hour 2, it's like, all right, they're about like 20 floors. That's still a big drop, but you know, whatever. Shang-Chi, them motherfuckers were like on 100 floor doing that shit. I was like, yeah.
The only reason why I knew it was like in Shang-Chi, it was like, well, this is Marvel Universe, so this.
Oh no, same process.
Chris, I'm sorry, and this goes for all comic movies. I do that where it's like, that's a comic movie. So,
but the same process, just like in Rush Hour 2 applies in Shang-Chi, where motherfuckers they were hitting their backs on the fucking bamboo. I was like, shit.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It does, but the Marvel logo came up there, so it kind of killed some of it.
But also, them niggas were dead. These two in Rush Hour 2, it's like, all right, you might, be
that
in
one
the hospital.
nigga did a full flip when he hit that bamboo,
bruh. It was like,
but apart,
did you see the one goon they they hit the bamboo 2 times.
Yo, dog, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking to myself, these are Jackie's boys. How much you want to bet they done fell down them bamboo like 80 times already? All right, y'all ready for this? Oh, I know exactly how I'm going to fall. Kick me. Block, 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 block. You all right? Nigga, I ain't get hurt at all, man. I've been practicing for days. Broke my finger the other day, but I'm all right.
It's like finger going all on the left and just popping
Yeah,
back
you
in
see
place.
it's like all the way over here. It's
Like
all right.
crack.
It's all right. It's been like that for a day. Don't worry. I'm going to get it fixed after the shooting's over. It's going to be
Nah, but just the fact that he said, like he said, bamboo, the Chinese bamboo is strong, and they fall down, just and fall down. I'm like, all
and when
right.
they fell through that thing, I was like, okay, somebody got a burn mark on their ass because that was electricity that just popped around them.
First of all, Chris Tucker, my man gets not really yeeted, but tipped over by one Zhang Ziyi. And which I gotta say,
lick of English.
At the time she did not speak a lick of English, but I must say,
I'm sorry, you act like she can go 12 rounds with an English book right now.
Switch your mic. Switch your mic.
Oh my God, you got to be fucking kidding me. Fucking cock rash.
Handle that. No,
a lot better. That's right. Okay, good.
But yeah, she didn't speak any English in the movie, but it's all good. I gotta say, now that I got to see like fully long haired Zhang Ziyi, after Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where she had that little bun thing going on, it's a look. I like it.
Yeah.
Villainous Zhang Ziyi is that's something.
It's about 2 years for me. About 2 years for me. Zhang Ziyi was cute for like a moment in my life for me, and that's about it.
You gotta remember,
I can't go deep into that.
Hold on, you do know that her. Some will argue that her peak was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
It really was. I would say
some people say. Hold on, some people say this movie, and a lot of people say that her peak was House of Flying Daggers.
No, it was more so. Actually, her
probably
peak,
that one.
Actually, her peak was Memoirs of a Geisha. That was the one that everybody really
fell
over themselves with her on that one.
I'm looking at all them like y'all motherfuckers late as shit.
Yeah.
But
I loved it.
No, but I'm saying, you gotta think about it.
Memoirs of a Geisha was also.
She had a run from 2000 to 2005, which is when Memoirs of a Geisha came out. So that was her peak. But it's not like she was. Oh man, she stopped getting work. It's like no, she kept getting work. It was just more over in Hong Kong.
Exactly. The one thing that get me about Memoirs of a Geisha,
go straight to Netflix.
Well, what really got me about Memoirs of a Geisha was, I don't know if any of y'all remember this. Remember that short little burst of anti-Japanese bullshit that fell out of that? And it is one of those things that a lot of people just forget. The Japanese were terrible. They were terrible people. No, for real. Seriously. They were terrible people.
History kind of proved that.
But she
history kind of proved that. Come on, nigga. I play Yakuza 0. I know exactly what y'all were doing.
But she does a good job playing like the lead henchman for Ricky Tan. Because
AKA, she's this movie Shiva from Streets.
I was about to say Shiva. I was just about to say Shiva.
Basically, take old boy from the first movie that was the henchman, except it's a girl.
Sang.
Yeah, sang. But make her a woman.
You're bleeding.
Wipe yourself off.
You're bleeding. You're bleeding. Fuck you, nigga. That's what I would have been like. Fuck you.
Great character.
I need that line. I really do need that line as like a sound.
I heard that, Chris. Great recap.
Great recap. You're bleeding.
You
know what? They should have made Zhang Ziyi's character like her sister or something like that. Like that was saying sister. Saying sister right there. It's
she keep that same energy, but see, it would only work if her hair was blonde.
True.
Or at least she had like a
blonde streak.
Or like she got like stabbed in the face as like a deep cheek cut, and she's like, "I was his brother."
Was it like Ricky Itchy the Killer and shit with the fucking
something like that, something where they match.
No, see, but here's the thing.
They're like the Wonder
But
Twins.
here's
That's what I
but-
meant.
No, but here's the other thing.
They got different.
Giving her,
they got
like, no,
matching
giving
scars
her,
on different cheeks.
like giving her that, giving her a freaking blonde streak or whatever. That wouldn't become a thing with a lot of Asian girls and Hollywood fetishizations until about 2006.
Yeah, until about 2006. This movie was a part of that push. This was a weird push that D saw, because this was still during that time where white women were still not trying to give black women any credit. So this is when we saw a weird push of everybody trying to be Asian and Latino at a weird time right
That
before the
weird
2000s.
time in
it was weird.
It was from 2000
exactly what I mean.
It was more so from I would say from 98 to about
98
to 07.
Because you know who ruined it for everybody? Gwen Stefani. Because when
Yes.
Gwen Stefani started walking around with those Japanese girls and started saying Japanese,
Harajuku girls. Ooh.
we did like, bitch, if you just don't like, here's me, Gwen, listen to D. Shut up and just steal black music. You were good at one thing. Stop.
We tried to ignore it.
Look, D likes you. You made Don't Speak. That brings my wife joy. She loves that song. But other than that, no, Stefani, look at me. Stay in your race.
Gwen with the Harajuku girls is one thing. She did a whole video where she pretended to be Latin, and I, to this day, I'm like, and we let this shit go.
Look, here's the thing. And as much as I actually like her as a person, I gotta admit it. We let Kesha do that for black girls, so
Mm-hmm.
Look, look.
Understand that was a whole decade later, though.
I'm sorry, all of you millennials to Zoomers. Stop doing it for the girl on Paramore too. I see what y'all doing. I see what you do. She's cool, but stop trying to give her nigger points. Stop it.
I mean, you know what's crazy?
Look, she don't know where a church's chick is at to cash it.
But it is I will say this, like, after this, the best part is
you put a cart of seasonings in front of her and she will lose her mind.
Actually, I think she'll know how to do it, man. She is kind of look. She got white people from the South, because they know how to cook better, get away with crap like that. And I'm sick of y'all black people giving people passes because of that. Of course, they're from the South. They know what seasoning is. Stop that.
Don't try to give them defense just because they got the bottom knocked out of them by dating a black guy.
Look, I'm trying to tell all those dudes who are about to bust the bottom out of them for saying, hey, look, dude, really taste their chicken. Is it better than your sister's? That's all D got to say. Anyway.
Now, I will say this, though. Like,
some girl named Rachel was about to
I love that despite Carter doing all that complaining about them, doing this, they get to the massage parlor. That has to be the most, that is an interesting lineup of women they could pick from.
No, that's actually pretty common.
No, it is common.
At those massage parlors, I thought they would be.
It's quite common. You going into a high-end massage parlor like that, that's common.
Apparently,
where they would have an assortment, the Baskin Robbins of flavors.
I ain't gonna lie, I laughed at the one girl that was trying to get picked, and she was like,
"Bruh, she did what she had to do." She's like, "Yes, cup the titties, do what you need to do."
All right, guys, let's be pigs.
Yes, no, let's be really. No, hold on, let's really be real here. I
want the girl in the blue.
Wait. This was probably I want to say almost every teenage boy's most paused moment when they saw this movie.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta admit, this seems like the same lineup of chicks that I would have to pick in Yakuza for the hostess game.
God, isn't it? Hey, what's with the one rogue white girl?
I know.
The rogue white girl.
I just realized that. Look at the blonde white girl right there.
You sure she's white, or is she?
Nah, she's
half
not
and
white.
half. Is she half and half?
You gotta no. You gotta remember this. You gotta remember this is also another thing that went on in Asia, where a lot of girls between China and Japan were definitely experimenting with the whole blonde hair thing.
All right. D done got his picks.
Some
All
of
right, you see
these
the girl?
could be Filipino too.
Yeah, they could be. All right,
Nah,
Eris.
nah. Okay, time for me to be slightly racist. Check the nose.
No, you're not lying because like apparently
You know what, Eris?
Filipinos.
You about to get us kicked off, bro.
No, I forgot.
It's a definable trait.
Hey,
Fuck.
no. Here's the thing. To quote Carlos Mancina, he's the one that said it, and he was right. Filipinos are the niggas of the Asian community.
Don't
Right.
give Carlos Mencia.
You think-
I'm not
Hold
trying
on,
to give him that, but other
Because
people
he
have
stole-
said this.
he obviously stole that joke from Earthquake, so don't do
From
that.
Earthquake.
You think? You think so?
He probably stole. No, he probably did. No one to Carlos. He probably did. All right, real quick, Eris. You see the girl with the big titties in blue,
Yes.
beside her the black one, beside her the pink one. Give me those three. I'm done. Y'all can pick what y'all want to pick.
I'm gonna take homegirl way in the back, red oyster with the pink.
I see you.
Let's see. I will also take homegirl second from the right with the blue and pink on the bottom. And yes, homegirl right behind her as well with the with silk shit.
Oh, she nice. Christopher.
That's my three.
Christopher, I'm looking at you now.
Oh, the chick straight ahead that has the updo hair with the pink on. That's
yes. I know you're tight. I know you're tight, nigga.
I know my nigga. And just for fun, Chris, you see the old one over there in the pink, the one that's opening the door. You can have her too.
no.
Actually, I think she probably the best one, to be honest.
Let's be real.
No, it's her. I even take the chick over to the left. That's it. The hostess chick that's introducing the chicks. I'll take her. Which, funny enough, that's who Jackie Chan ends up picking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And See, last one's tough, but I guess I'll go. I go with the chick to the right of the chick that I picked the first one. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. All right.
There you go.
All right.
I'll tell you who Jackie. I mean, I tell you if she was here, I'll tell you who Jackie would have picked.
Which
Nina
one?
Mui. But anyway.
Wow.
Well, also Jackie.
Why you gotta bring up mistresses, bruh? Why you got look? You know what? Zane Zaid tell me. Look, yeah, better call.
Yeah,
like Jesus, Harris.
No, go back.
All right, now two things.
Someone better call the police.
Hey yo, Zane, hey Zane, baby, you look cute until I saw the wig. The wig threw it off me. She don't look good. I got look. You know what, Harris? Is it me? I don't like girls who are Asian that wear blonde a lot. Not too many of them wear blonde. I don't know. That's just
bruh. She also no, seriously, she looked like
it's the straight face and the explosion.
It's the straight face, the explosion.
Someone better call the police.
No, hold on. No. It's the straight face, the explosion, and the fact that she looks like an extra in a Heisei era Godzilla movie.
Yeah, it does. And also what makes it better for D, the United States flag in the background. Just to put a little right there. You know what I mean, man? Come on, man.
No, and you know what? Hold on. Sean Hill, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, we all said it. Mama San
could catch it.
Could catch it. Speaking of catching shit, I call bullshit on that whole little stunt where she put the apple, she threw the knife at her while she was beating the apple. This was such a bullshit. Look, this was such bullshit. But the only reason I got it because I don't know. I kind of got turned on. Her look kind of turned me on right there. It's the only reason I got it. Anyway, that was the only reason why I screen capped it. I don't know about y'all, but I thought that was hot.
I'm just laughing at like Ricky Tan's there. Lee sees Ricky Tan in there.
Oh God, wrong Ricky. I thought that was Ricky Tan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, way to bury the lead there, sir.
There we go, Ricky Tan.
Yeah, Ricky Tan. He sees him inside the massage parlor and stuff, and he goes to confront him. And Ricky, being the charismatic villain, oh Lee, how's it going? Yeah,
I love
Ricky. Ricky using the most up to date tough book laptop.
Man, look. The second he did that slander, here's me. Hey yo, Chris, that's a Panasonic. Do you know how much that costs?
But I thought the whole scene was funny because
$2,000 laptop. Dude, you have lost your mind. That is 1 gig of space.
Like Lee's confronting him, And the henchmen are clearly around them and they don't stand up. As soon as Carter gets over there, like, all right, man, you have to get your ass up. And you see one of the guys in there, and Ricky's like, easy, sit down.
Like, y'all chill.
Chill.
You know what?
As soon as he grabbed that computer and
kind of
slammed
cooking
it,
right now.
but as soon as he grabbed that computer and slammed it and all of them got up, it's like, ah, shit.
I like how they all got up mid massage. They were still getting massage.
Hold up, bitch.
No, but I laughed though because I like how the fight literally ends with like more people came in and like, ah, shit.
And just on some real shit.
No, this is true. This is true.
Yo, I like how, the duck punched right in the face. Oh, damn. He's like, damn, Lee, I'm sorry. Why'd you hit me? Y'all look the same.
That was funny. That was funny.
Right.
Y'all look alike.
I gotta be honest with you. These 2000s, I don't understand Asian culture jokes were I wouldn't say cringy, just dated, but some of them were like, that is still funny to this day.
It's still funny.
Like him saying, y'all look alike. When he said that, I couldn't stop laughing.
I mean, but it's like somebody brought it up best. It's like, they're doing a Rush Hour 4, and somebody was like, if I don't get these same level of Asian racist jokes, then it's nothing. And I was like,
and I need the Asians to be as equally racist to us. You want to know why? This is some real bullshit. Because that's what we do to each other as a culture.
You want to know?
We're either like barking at each other, and then we stop and look and say, "That's a white man over there." Yeah, let's bark at him.
No. Y'all want to know peak comeback mechanics joke from Jackie Chan?
Mm-hmm.
It's the most racist thing that he probably said in the entire movie. Probably more racist than "What's up, my nigga" from the first movie. He tells Chris as they are tied up, "I'll bitch slap you back to Africa."
I got to be real with you. He deserved every bit of saying that to him. Because you want to know why? You've been in Hong Kong for the last 2 weeks and you refuse to absorb any of my culture. I ought to slap you back to the Zulu village you came from, you big-nosed African.
That argument in the back of the truck when they're tied up is fucking hilarious. Like, bitch, slap you back there. I'll bite your nose.
I'll bite your nose.
When my man said, "I'll bitch slap you back to Africa," bro, I was in the theater. Everybody was dying when Jackie said that.
Was you in the movie theater all right, I went to the movie theater for this, and it was a laugh.
Yeah, I saw this in Waldorf. I saw it in Waldorf at the theater.
I saw this.
So that shit was hilarious.
Actually, I saw this in Pentagon City.
Oh, okay.
At Pentagon
That's right.
City.
Pentagon City did have a theater, didn't
Back
they?
in the day, they did.
Yep.
Back in the day,
I forgot about
that.
I
saw this in Pentagon.
I never
City.
went to it. I remember seeing it multiple times. I just never went to that theater.
I went to Pentagon City and only went to Union Station twice in my life, and I'm glad it's gone now. That's all I can say. But I've been to Pentagon City probably once or twice, maybe. I don't know.
I gotta be honest with you, that has to suck though. Like they just take your clothes and be like, "Oh, good luck," and kick you out there, and you're butt ass naked, running through the streets of Hong Kong and shit.
Man, look, I got a question though. You know what, Carter? Real talk. You from LA? You know what the triads are, nigga? What?
See, but you
got a skill set on you.
I don't know, but you gotta remember, he was about that action though. Triad or no triad, he was ready to beat the shit out of anybody. I mean, come on, how you gonna roll up to Ricky Tan right in the middle of a massage while working on a laptop? Dude probably had good business deals going on or something. You walk up to him and say, Ricky Tan, get up, dog. Let's go, man. Dog.
Then you slam his shit, and then you're sitting there like this. This nigga is.
And then you got the nerve. Hold on. Then you got the nerve to get mad at Jackie, grab him and go, "Nigga, why didn't you tell me this man rolls like this?"
I did try to tell, but you didn't listen.
Like, and I like when everybody find what's this mean? That mean Uncle this way, you could dick me. I was like, oh man, I forgot.
I go that way, you go this way. All right, we still commence the ass whooping.
I just love how
every time they do that, here's me. I forget this is an action comedy. I'm trying to take this way too seriously. I don't know why. Keep going.
I just laugh how Lee's police captain, when he was like, "Hey, where's Lee at?" and you just see Lee and Carter rolling their butt naked, going in there and stuff.
First of all, Lee's captain is probably the most instigating ass motherfucker in this movie. Because how is it in the beginning of the movie? You call Lee with a tip that Ricky Tan might be at a karaoke bar, and you can maybe go bust him.
His
It's like I could give this job to somebody else, but and of course baiting the shit out of Lee. Oh no, I'll do it.
Well, he has connection
I'll
to your
go ahead.
daddy, so might as well go ahead
Which
and just give
again,
it to
should
you.
that even again? You're the captain.
Conflict of
Shouldn't you-
interest.
Conflict of interest, bruh. Internal affairs would have been on this shit in a heartbeat.
bullshit. Yeah.
IA immediately.
Look, come on, man. All three of us seen John Woo movies. We knew where this was going to go in real life.
Nigga, we saw what happened when Malik Yoba shot Ice-T in New York Undercover. That was like 2 episodes we were trying to figure out if this motherfucker gonna get suspended.
Yo, so
He killed that dude. I don't care what anybody said.
I like the fact that your boy is the fucking Mel is the fucking
Yeah, Harris Yulin. Shout out to him.
Harris Yulin. No bullshit. Real talk. 3 Black Geeks. You can track us. He's a favorite of ours on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Harris Yulin, it's like I heard like, no, I want. What he said? I want Lee out of here. I want him off this case. And you saw his ass running there butt naked. Yada yada yada.
Nah, but had me rolling is that so the big deal is you have Stephen Rain. He's a LA businessman.
AKA the rich white man.
He's the rich white man that's fronting Ricky Tan. And he's running with these super counterfeit money, super bills. And they got to work alongside Rosalind Sanchez, who was a DEA.
It's a hell of a place for her to have that, for her to have that badge.
Mm-hmm.
I got to say this. It's a comedy movie.
Secret Service.
It's a comedy movie. So again, I get why they did that. But in real life, it would have been a full ass badge. You know that. We all know that.
Yeah.
It would have been a full ass badge. That little EB thing being there, okay, that's kind of funny.
No. If this was a pure comedy, she would have pulled her badge out of her cleavage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been like, or she would have been completely butt naked. Inspector, what's going on here? Yeah. And taking everything seriously by being topless.
Now she's working undercover.
No actress would do that.
She's working undercover as a corrupt agent, working with Reigns, to kind of help get his super bills into the casino and stuff, basically. And there's a scene where Carter and Lee are in another building, and they're kind of they're looking over at Reigns' I guess his place right across the street at another building. And you see her coming over there, and she's undressing, and Carter's like asleep. Like, what do you see? Nothing. And she's just looking in there. He's like, "Oh, that's it, baby." Just the whole time. I fucking died.
I hate how you're like, what you looking at it? She's naked.
She's getting undressed.
She's getting undressed. What are you talking about? Oh, Lord!
Like, no, it's not right.
It's like, bro, you were jerking off wholeheartedly at that shit.
Mid chub, half his pants around his legs.
Hold on. When you go from doing this shit, adjusting your tie.
No. There's 2 ways of doing it. There's 2 ways.
This man did the full jerk adjustment.
Doing the jerk adjustment, that is all right, ladies. This is a sign for you girls. Anytime a man does that, that means he's like, well, all right, what's going on? That's all it is. It doesn't mean rape. It means all right. I'm getting relaxed. I'm getting in the mood.
If he's adjusting the pants,
if he adjusts the pants, he's about to jerk off. Okay, I just got to be honest.
If he pulls the David Spade from Tommy Boy, and then
every guy did this before. We do the move where you lean a little bit, and you do a little day where you sit up.
So let me adjust.
Just get at least one ball out, just in case I pop one.
No one's watching. Speaking of no one's watching, zip.
That's the only thing we needed.
Nah, it's that.
I wonder if he's a fan of the Yankees.
Nah, it's that shit for fucking.
Hey Lee, I got a question. Who your favorite little rascal?
Nah. It's that shit from San Andreas on the New Jack Swing thing. He's like, zip.
Oh,
Ride on this dick. Ha ha.
Hey, you can take a swing on this, baby.
Ha.
Oh, I love the swing. I like how he's like ladies, like ladies. All look out
Beware of the
for the baritone.
baritone.
My favorite part was the nigga in the background. Yeah.
Yeah. But look, I like the fact that Leah Carter really like fighting over Rosalind Sanchez, even though Carter's doing this thing where he's trying to hook up with Zane Z and shit in a way. Like, come on.
I wouldn't say he was trying to hook up with her. Let's be real. You dealing with a woman who can clearly kill you. I would flirt with her too.
Also, he's in a comedy, so he's trying to fuck her.
Yes.
Clearly.
He has no shot, so we already know where this is going.
Zero.
But guys, if we want to talk about,
He's willing to whisk it all.
I mean, yeah, definitely. But I mean, if we're talking about our man, we got to talk about it. Kung Fu Kenny himself.
I love that you call him Kung. Well, yeah, Kenny.
Kenny.
Come on, Kenny.
He's Carter's.
That's the best line in that whole thing. Come on, Kenny. Put the
Kenny.
gun down, Kenny.
Nah. He's like, you a black man in Chinatown.
No, he said you're a black man with a Chinese restaurant on Crenshaw.
Which, I mean, technically you can make money off that because, I mean,
real talk. Imagine us talking to one of our friends. Look, man, y'all gonna have to leave my establishment. Look here, nigga. You run a hookah bar in the middle of Virginia and you are a black man. Shut the fuck up. Do we have a friend like that? No. But we had friends that had the potential to curl their hair up just a little bit to look like they fit in. Like, you are a black man from Prince George's County that runs a hookah bar in the middle of Arlington with all of these Pakistanis. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Shit. Because you're right, they are the ones that majority.
Oh yeah. It'll be because one dude like, hey man, what's going on? And nah, man, I got it. He starts talking. It's like, hey man, shut the fuck up, man. They know what I'm
like a salam.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do, man? What are they gonna do when they know you don't go to the boss like that, nigga? Shut the fuck up.
And you know the shit's black too because that joint is a half hookah bar, half sneaker store.
I gotta be honest with you. Every time I see this, this is like, so this is like the time. This is like when you get black weebs meeting up with regular weebs outside a convention.
Nah. That's how all the weebs look like the generation before us. They think they're in the Shaw Brothers movie.
I ain't gonna lie, D. That was me after watching Ghost Dog a little bit.
That was actually me after watching on Black Mass. No bullshit. I wanted to learn Kung Fu.
I ain't gonna lie, and I told Eris this. I was like, D, the first time Eris hit me to, I mean, I was watching martial art movies before that, but when Eris hit me up to like, the what was the name of the booth in Waldorf?
Oh, the foreign flicks.
Foreign flicks. I went into snobby weeb mode, like nose up. This isn't action. It has to come from Asian cinema. That's action.
Yo, man, that was me after I saw Funk Sayuk too. I was like, nigga, see the way they do fighting scenes. God. You ever talk to a black person that never got over a fighting scene in a kung fu movie? Quite a few of you have. You talk to that person. His name is probably Derek or T name. He might be married, but probably not. He's in his 40s, and it's a movie you never heard of. It's going to be like Sister of the Blade or some bullshit. And trust me, that was the pinnacle of cinema for him. You talk to him, trust me, he's a nice dude. Like, look, hey, Chris, you talk to him, trust me, he's actually a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Don't leave your children with him, but he's a nice guy.
You get one of those movies, especially when you get movies that has like the most random of random titles, like Muay Thai Samurai or something. Which is a real movie, by the way. I bullshit you not. It's a real movie.
Somebody was confused when they made that Muay Thai.
It's legit about a samurai that learns Muay Thai.
And then it'd be the more vague ones, be like Tigers by Daylight, and you find out it's not an action movie at all.
Right,
like
it's not an
some
action movie at
melodrama.
all. But the cover, but the cover does. I mean, the cover. No, see, the cover is like one of those. It's like the
Yeah,
MCU.
that one just like
No. The cover is the MCU cover though, where it's everybody's face
except more Photoshop than ever.
and more Photoshop, and you think it's an action movie like Bad Blood.
I would never forgive him for fucking for doing the sequel to Killzone, where it was a different movie, but it was Sammo
Yeah.
Hung
That
with
was
the
a
pipe.
whole different other movie.
It was a completely different movie.
Yeah, I was
That was
sick
a
to my
whole
stomach. I was like,
That was-
movie.
That was Bad Blood.
had Sammo Hung with the fucking bamboo stick like he was fighting. I was like, I mean,
No,
this
no,
character.
no. Sorry, not Bad Blood. A Fatal Move.
Yeah, Fatal Move. I was like, what in the world?
They took Sammo Hung's image from SPL and put it in this movie.
The Fatal
See,
Move
this
is
is, hold on, but Chris, this is when I started to stop going to foreign flicks because when they bootleg started getting bootleg for real, like the cover was looking
Bootleggier.
more
Bootleggier is the
bootleggier.
word.
Yes, when the covers were looking more bootleggier than ever, I was done. Because first of all, you can tell the shit's bootleg when the cover of the DVD case is also the same cover that they try to fit on the disc and they're cutting everything off.
I mean, but the whole scene with Kenny was fucking hilarious, and the fact that number one, the behind the scenes thing is that the bills were so real that some of the people tried to use it offset, and they had to put a stop to that shit, and they had to actually legit burn that money because the shit would look real as hell. It'll look real as hell down to "In God We Trust" and all that shit.
And they really had to burn it.
They had to really burn it and everything because people were really trying to sneak it offset and use it as real spending money. I'm like, oh fuck, like damn.
So yeah, let's not do that.
Because
that's why they did the one where when you burn it and you know that shit's like fake because it turns colors.
Yeah. So basically, what this was is Kenny was like, "We talking about I got dirty money." He's like, "All right, show him." He burned it and it's like red, and he's like, "Ooh, you got burned."
It's like, ooh, he got you, bro. Like, man rolled in with all the money plus interest. I'm like, I should have known that shit was a setup.
I gotta tell you though, but you know what the
Seuss.
You know what the funniest thing about all of that was the very next scene in the movie theater. You would have thought that, I don't know, Sidney Poitier and Tupac started something came up because the second I think it was Chris Tucker said, "Hey," and we saw him, the movie theater. Kano.
Everybody lost it when we saw.
I was like,
we see Ernie Reyes Jr. in this movie. I'm like, bro, was Ernie Reyes just in the neighborhood?
He had to be.
But the funny thing is about this scene is that it's funny as hell because as soon as Carter gets the first question out, he just darts off and fucking runs immediately.
First of all, Carter asked specifically for him, talking about, "Hey, LAPD, we looking for a guy named Zing." I like that. Now, hold on. Here in this shot, this is a screenshot, but when you watch the scene, Ernie Reyes, hand to God, looks to his eyes roll straight to his right to make sure his exit is clear and books it.
I mean, yo, you know what the sad part is? Not the sad part. I'm gonna look, Ernie Reyes. We've been trying to get you for years. I need to know. Do you know how loud every movie theater popped for you? I know. I will hope he knows that. I would really hope he knows, especially in the black community. I would hope you know that as soon as we saw you, all of us millennials, Kano.
We lost it.
I loved it, man. I love
it. Now, Mr. Raines is laundering.
Never forget that.
Now, Mr. Raines, the white man,
follow the rich white man.
Yeah. He's laundering $100 million through the Red Dragon Casino.
Now, Chris, you say that. Don't you hate it when the movie gets meta on you by having Chris Tucker say, "Hey, look, anybody knows that when something's going down, there's a rich white man always waiting to get his cut."
He's right. I mean, it always is.
I mean, I'm not mad at it at this case.
I'm like, movie, do you need to be getting meta right now? In a sequel? In a sequel?
That was my problem. Because I wasn't even like, I hate it, Chris. I hate it, Eris. The older we get, the more wiser we get when it comes to these movies. And I asked the same question. Hey, yo, Chris, you did 2 other times in this movie. What's with any of the meta? What's with any of these jokes?
Yes.
I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming Brett because him and the other Jewish guys are like a hook. So
yeah.
ask D. Speaking of which, by the way, Brett Ratner, I mean this. As much as I actually enjoy you being director on these 2 movies, I mean this shit. I will never fucking forgive you for making Chris Tucker dance to the Beach Boys.
Hey, Beach Boys is.
Shut the fuck up, Chris. I will never forgive any of you, Chris, because I know you. You wouldn't be caught dead doing it. Let's look at that face. Look at that face. Yeah, exactly. This ain't Elvis where I can let it go if it's a good enough song.
Just saying, a little less conversation.
Hey, he didn't like Good Vibrations.
I got a question though. Also real shit, and this is not us being funny. Is that a banger?
I refuse to answer that. I don't want to anger white people. But...
So now I can
neither confirm nor deny.
So now I got James Brown sitting over there. Like, what, baby? When the song started. Living in America.
I'm just laughing because as soon as they chase this dude out there, here you got the fucking Ricky Tan's crew right there waiting for him. I'm like, well, damn.
I mean, they would be right outside at the loading dock, wouldn't they?
It's already bad enough that we didn't talk about it. How Ricky Tan fake got killed on his yacht.
My man gets shot
took a shot.
He gets shot by Zazi's character named Hu Lee. She shoots him, and my man does the Power Ranger jump back fall joint.
Gotta make it real. Gotta make it
real. Then a part of the plan was to attack Lee, who had with no guns. Yo, look. I understand that America is a very violent country, but you mean to tell me the try ain't got everybody with a scrap? You mean to tell me You mean to tell me? Look, like Chris, I can let it go with the Yakuza gangs because all that shit's fake anyway. You mean to tell me there's only one nigga in a group of y'all with one gun? Bullshit. There's at least 3 of y'all with a gun.
Y'all know the scene from that boat scene, which everybody talked about, and it was used as I guess the selling point of the movie. Mm-hmm. Jackie Chan uses the line, "Don't you understand the words coming out of my mouth?" And Chris Tucker follows up with, "Don't nobody understand the words coming out of your mouth, man."
Yeah. Fun racism. You know what, black people? We gotta admit that we can be racist. We have to admit that. Now, if you want to talk about systemic and systematic racism, black people ain't got nothing to do with that. No, that is out of our range. Now we could be some racist ass people. Oh yes. Have you talked to a black boomer before? Pick a white person that they don't like and let them just go off. There you go. So but still, there was a lot of those. It's like, God, some of these is
a good joke. Like another good, another good joke. Our favorite joke. Chris walking through Hong Kong trying to find heaven on earth massage parlor to get his wallet back, and he comes across the cheap suit man.
Cheap suits. How cheap?
Cheap as hell.
Cheap as hell. I like that expression. Cheap as hell. Also, speaking of NPCs who we cannot forget.
The NPCs.
One of the greatest ones in the world was D as an Uber driver. This nigga. I like him.
My man's like, Bishino, I'm gonna slap you. Bishino, I'm gonna slap you.
Man, what about this? Here.
Now you're speaking my language.
Man, fuck you, drive, nigga. That would have been me. I would have kicked it, man. Fuck you, drive car, nigga.
Oh,
I mean,
my.
let's be real. Let's be real. When you can speak another language and you hide the fact that you can't speak one language until some money gets thrown in your face, I would take advantage and do that shit too.
Real talk. I would do it to a Spanish person. Oh, help me, go, huh? No. What, man? Nigga, I can't speak that. Go there. Like, he give me a cash. See.
No, what you do?
I can speak the language, nigga.
No, you do the reverse of the Family Guy joke, where you say, I only know how to say hello, and this sentence explaining it in Spanish, and then when they respond, and then they respond back in Spanish. Here's you. What?
No. My response was like, man, I don't understand. Stop. I don't speak Speedy Gonzalez. That's a white person. I heard a white person get in my store get mad at a Spanish person and said, I do not speak that hombre language. We immediately told that white man to get the fuck out of our store while cracking the fuck up, because we thought that was one of the most racist, funniest things in the world. And the Spanish person he told it to couldn't stop laughing. Because he was like, man, what that white dude say to me, man? Beautiful. Anyway. But yeah, like I said,
I just laughed though because I like how they took said money that was actually fake and they used it to buy some balling ass suits when they got to Las Vegas.
I would.
I mean, yeah.
I would.
It was just funny to me, and then you got fucking what's his face from Entourage.
Well, no, wait. Wait, hang on. No, they didn't take the money from from when they got kidnapped and shipped across town into Vegas. They got out of Vegas. When they arrived in Vegas, remember they ran through the damn sewer system.
Yeah, but you remember he still had that money that he slid into his pocket though. That was the thing. Yeah, because he had money in his pocket from when they initially got, they were looking around at some of the stuff inside the truck.
Oh yeah, I remember that deleted scene when they actually busted open the box and they found the fake money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he took some of it.
They broke one out of the statue.
The only reason why I remember that is because, so that was a deleted scene. But if you watch it on TBS, they added that scene in there where he puts the money inside of his suit before they get chased into the sewers. So, when you see him bust the money out inside, they're like, oh, that's where he got the money from, instead of just presuming he just took it out of his ass.
Or that part when he actually caught that when he caught that spear to the chest from Zanzi, and it was the money that saved him. Apparently it wasn't the money that he won at the the Russian roulette table. Because remember, he was winning his ass off.
He definitely was.
Yeah. And him and that fat white guy that's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he had the Texas hat on when he was down there. Oh yeah.
Didn't he also put it on the Chinese dudes?
I loved it because Chris Tucker would he was that I just want, I like because I real talk. Here's some funny shit. What Chris was mad about, yeah, they do that to black people a lot. They do that to us a lot. I'm sorry. Why do I got these chips and not them chips? Those are $1,000 chips. So I'm not good enough. A black man money ain't good enough for the $1,000. I was with him. He was giving.
Remember, he was giving like what was it? He was giving $500 chips, right? And everybody else got like $10,000 chips. And he's like, huh? He said, what's this? $500 chips, sir. You gave me $500 chips because I'm black? No. Like, no, that wasn't the reason at all. Like, well, how come everybody else got like $10,000 and a black man only got a nickel? You racist? No, I am not, sir.
Yes, you are. I love it. Apparently, that is a bit of a thing. I didn't know that was. Apparently, it kind of is. I don't know how big of a thing, but it was.
I mean, you want to listen? Let's be real. Chris Tucker is probably one of the greatest at creating divergence.
It's true.
My man needed to create a diversion just to fool the triads and thinking that some shit's going down, and just so Lee can sneak in and do what he does.
I love the fact that I love the fact that even with all of that, they still comes to the same thing where they like where they try to get out. He had like why when you have the opportunity to have Zhang Ziyi there, would you say, hey, let's have him fight Chris Tucker? I don't know. That's just
because it's too because let's be real, it's too easy to set that up of Jackie Chan fighting Zhang Ziyi. Not to mention, much like how Jet Li would never do a love scene in a movie, like any of his movies, I don't think Jackie would ever fight a woman.
No, he wouldn't. He will just have sex with him behind his wife's back. I like Jackie Chan. I can say that shit.
Well, first of all, no.
I like Jackie Chan. I can say that shit.
No.
For anybody want to come at us,
stop. D, stop. You ain't even gotta say nothing because Jackie Chan today deserves all these jokes that he's.
Well, I mean, Zhang's. Look, Michelle. Well, no, this is way before then. Michelle Yao.
He never had
Michelle Yao respectfully was like, I like Jackie, but he's a misogynistic pig, and I was like, oh shit. Like, goddamn.
I like how certain people bring up shit about Jackie. They be like,
nah,
why are you shocked about this?
You know what it hit me is when Eris told me that need a movie stuff. I was like, well, that's typical of somebody like that. That's I expected that.
I get it, especially back then. I was like, back then, I need a movie. I mean,
not saying it's right, but it's like, all right, that's typical of Hollywood. Anybody that's a celeb, right? But what got me though was like how much he really. Like, Jackie's like, fuck your nepotism. My son need to pull himself by his fucking bootstraps. I'm like, god damn, like,
he went full boomer on us.
But he went boomer on his damn son. Like, hey, that nigga need to get a job. Fuck nepotism. I'm like, damn.
He smoked marijuana.
Hold on. You know what's bad?
He smoked marijuana. What person did I ever work with smoke marijuana?
Wait a minute. You know what's bad? You know it's bad that Jackie Chan looked at Nicholas Tsai as more of a son than his own son.
Yep. Same thing go for Chris Tucker too.
His own damn. I'm talking about his own protege that he put in movies. He looked at him as more of a son than his own son.
Because Nicholas Tsai got off his ass and worked. His son didn't. There's a difference, according to Jackie Chan.
Apparently to Jackie Chan. I'm sorry, you call those goals? Huh. When did you make a movie, son? Dad, I'm not an actor. That's the problem.
You know his son. Hey, son, I want you to do some parkour leaps off the fucking roof like I did.
hey, I got your dad. Dad, I got this question. So far I'm doing this investment with this other company, right? We're trying to find like a little thing to do all that. And it's just to like the spare. Now this is all my own money. I just want to know what you're the rest of son. I got a question. You were on set with me when we did Project A, Dad. I don't want to talk about this. We're going to talk about that big black woman hitting me upside my head. How long did I have that concussion, son? For 2 days. For 2 days. You know what I did? I worked. And what have you done for your project? I worked.
That's Jackie Chan in a nutshell right there, man.
I'm sorry, son. Did you clear the gap? Did you mind the gap between those two buildings? Like from jumping off of that car. Did you do that? Like, Dad, I didn't do exactly. That was me. A little movie I did called Rumble in the Bronx. I went to New York to do that.
Kept a roof over your head. You and your daughter. You and your sister. Done.
Do you know that I jumped from a speedboat to a steamboat and broke my ankles?
Watch this. Hey, Dad, was that the day you fucked Anita behind my mom's back and then you got mad at me because I didn't live up to your expectations?
That is exactly the day. And you know what? Her box was phenomenal. Award-winning phenomenal.
His son.
You got something to say to me, son?
Son has no response to it.
I wasn't ready for your response. The fact that you was like, yes.
The son tries to throw a
scumbag answer. Yes.
Son tries to throw a kick at him. It was like too slow. Son.
Oh man, you can't fight him. You can't fight him.
You can't.
You have look. You have two options: move out your house or shoot him. That's Jackie Chan. You know what?
Here's the problem.
No,
Hold on. Here's the problem.
no.
You can't.
Jackie
Hold on.
got
You can't do.
electrocuted and
Don't do
live.
it.
I don't think shooting would
No,
work.
no, D. Don't even try to do that with Jackie in his own house, nigga. He's in his own house.
Got furniture.
He's got furniture.
And don't do that. Look. Imagine if you will. You finally got the nuts. Pull the gun out of your dad, Jackie Chan, and he's doing this. Stop, son. Stop. And he's backing up. You already lost the fight.
You don't shoot him right there.
Listen.
You got to shoot Jackie immediately. Because if
listen.
he starts backing up doing this, he already kicked your ass.
No, listen. When you have no chance of fighting Jackie in a Lego store, what makes you think fighting him anywhere else gives you a shot?
Jackie Chan went down on a stripper pole of electricity and then a week later said, let's finish shooting. Do you really think?
Like, you really gonna have to hire an outside party to fucking kill your dad.
We're gonna do new police story. I will say this: Jackie
You gotta
Chan,
hire some out of town niggas.
Hey, look, you better get the mob. You better get the mob. You better call Kiryu from. You better call Kiryu to come down to Hong Kong.
Hold on, D. You say you do that, right? Here comes Jackie with a bloody bag. These are the heads of all the lieutenants that you sent to kill me.
Like I said.
Wait. You want to see what I get? That only took me 2 hours. You want to see what I can get done in a whole evening?
Hey, Chris, I gotta do it for our boy Kiryu. You call yourself a father. Woo! All right, real talk. Jackie's winning that. Look, real talk. Jackie's winning this fight, but I want to see it.
But
take off that. Jackie's winning, but we gotta see.
But the dynamic fight card will be great.
Jackie Chan. Oh God, I don't know what the title will be, but woo!
Jackie Chan, chairman of the Chan Association.
Hey, look. Here's me being the nerd that I am. Hey, yo, Sega Music Team put their whole foot into this theme song right here. I would die. You can't beat Jackie Chan. You might as well get a car. Run him over. Do it twice because he's going to survive that first hit.
You do know that every time Jackie says, I don't want any trouble, his attack boost goes up.
I don't want no trouble. Attack and defense rise greatly.
He's like Shun D in Virtual Fighter. Every time he drinks his sake, he gets stronger.
Oh,
JC Chan
Nigga gets a damage boost.
Poor JC Chan. Couldn't live up to Jackie Chan's legacy.
Oh, man. Can't live up to it. Sorry,
he's right in there. He's right in there with Ken Kasugi.
He's right up there.
No. See, here's the thing. No. Ken
Jackie
Kasugi
Chan
actually did some stuff. He became a comic writer. He's making his dad proud. All right.
Nah, let's just be real.
No, I'm talking about during that time of the 90s.
No.
That short time. I'm talking about for that short time when they weren't talking to each other.
That was brief.
You know
we ain't talking about JC and Jackie. Literally, like, I fucking hate you, son. That's
you know what it is. You know what it is. It's Michael Jordan, his oldest son. So you got my name. Just couldn't even bounce a basketball. Dad, I played in college and didn't make the NBA. LeBron got 2 of them.
I took that personally.
Fuck you did. What the fuck you was doing, son? Dad, I'm a real estate agent and ain't dribbled a basketball. At least your brother's fucking Scottie Pippen's wife.
Wait.
Aspiring to high.
Wunderbar.
No, hold on. I can see Mike right now. If you'd have just showed a little bit of hustle, I could have talked to David Stern and you'd have been in.
Nah. See, D just said at least your brother is fucking Scottie Pippen's wife. All of a sudden, Scottie pops on the water. Message, and then that's it.
Nah, Scotty
goes back in the water like the Dragon Zord.
No. This is what happened. Scotty at home. This is what happened. Scottie Pippen at home. Fuck Mike.
You just heard his name. You just heard his name echo.
Chill up his spine from some nigga from North Carolina that said his name.
It's like, fuck Jordan, fuck them shoes.
Fuck that bald-headed nigga. Fuck his shoes. Fuck that ugly white bitch I know he having sex with right now.
But nah,
At least I was on American Dad and did a voice. What did you do?
yeah, I'm
Got a
laughing.
documentary. Oh shit.
I'm just laughing that
And
Ricky.
sold more shoes.
I'm just laughing at the full thing comes full circle at the end of this movie. Ricky Tan kills the well-funded white man and takes the bars.
Okay.
that
Okay.
made
I gotta
the
be
big
honest
money.
with you. It
Wait,
feels
wait,
like
wait,
the
wait,
good
wait,
guys
wait,
didn't
wait,
do
wait,
nothing
wait,
in
wait,
this.
wait. Ricky Chan, when he says, I really like that story that you told about the dragon and all that.
It's a very white
Do
man
you
thing
know?
to say.
No. Do you know the moral of that story? Greed will imprison us all. Stab. Ugh. I hate that fortune cookie shit.
I gotta be honest with you. I was happy for that because that is some shit that white people will say. They'll tell some fucking foreign story that they don't know nothing of the connotation
don't
of what the
get the
story and the
context
moral
of
of the
that.
story of it is.
Hello, all of you white girls. I just came back from Haiti and it was so beautiful. Hi, all you white girls that I just got back from Bolivia and I have so many stories. Hi, white girls who Guatemala was so amazing and I have a lot to tell you about it. Hi, white girl. Traveling over in Eastern Europe was such an eye-opening thing. Hi, white girl. Uganda has such beautiful people. Hi, white girl who went to Senegal, had so many black people and cultures, and it felt so diverse and yet so close to home. Hi, white girl who I went to Thailand, and I can say this: being a Christian in this world, you see where I'm going with this, right?
I was just gonna say white girls that wear dresses that are highly inappropriate in foreign countries.
Hey, white girl with dreadlocks in the middle of freaking India, spinning around free.
My man Rain sat there and told that story.
Hi, white girl hi, white girl who shows off the camera as being held by her faceless boyfriend
all
for
them
the internet.
Shout out to a bunch of our fans. Hi, white girl who went to Jakarta for the first time and ate one piece of their chicken, and now you want to tell how healthy it is for the whole world? Yeah.
Or the one white chick that did that shit about I had chopped cheese.
Shout out to the white
Go
people.
home.
Shout out to
Go home.
Shout out to the white people who goes to our city and go back home. This person is called Chook Brown. He is so good. They call it a go-go. Yeah, it's a go-go. A go-go.
And I also had this.
You got that wrong. That was Chook Brown.
And I also had this thing from this restaurant with chicken called Mumbai sauce.
Mumbai sauce from Washington, D.C. is so unique. The culture of the city is just pouring out everywhere. I hate all of you colonizing white people. I hate y'all because
I can't wait. God, I can't wait for us to buy up this wonderful plot of land called Southeast.
Do you know what
that reaction? Thank you, Chris. That was the perfect reaction.
They've been trying. Hasn't been successful.
I gotta say, black people, shout outs to this. This is not fully happened yet. Do you know what is so essential to the Potomac, Malcolm X Park? The culture that is coming. No, the culture that emanates from Anacostia. I am so sick of you white bitches that are from Michigan that move into my city. They got the goal to raise the price of the mumbo sauce.
They have been trying so hard.
Ooh, they are really trying to get Rare Essence concerts to be $100, ain't they? They really trying, ain't they? Oh, real talk. Shout out to all the white people that live in DC. They will go to a Rare Essence concert. Shout out to all of y'all. That is actually, I love that actually. I actually kind of like that. But anyway.
Nah, just like, just when he said, I hate that fortune cookie shit, I was like, good, Ricky.
That
good.
Good. Represent.
Good. One time that
represent. Look, represent. No, Aaron's going to hate me. Yes. Represent BIPOC people.
The one time when the villain actually deserved that moment.
I mean, and then took it, yes. and then took the bars, the cash bars that he was using to make the fake money off of. And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty solid. You can just dip out into the night. Boom.
I mean, he definitely could because remember, he's already dead.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the thing that kind of gets me with all this, and I kind of mentioned it earlier, it kind of feels like the good guys didn't really do nothing. It felt like they just showed up at the right time for somebody to either die.
Carter accidentally knocks out old girl with the spear.
Like, dude, she got hit with the sideshow man.
Yeah, she really did. You one crazy bitch.
Oh my god!
Which by the way, that
fell apart.
By the way, that moment when he said, you know, we could have been a good couple. We could have had, we could have had something special, but you one crazy ass bitch. That line, Chris, for the life of me, struggled to get that line out because he did not want to call her a bitch. Remember, Chris
was going through that weird.
Chris was going through, he was going through his transition of being a super Christian man. Like we long said goodbye to Smokey after Money Talks.
Well, I think before he gave that 1,000-yard stare after Kanye said black people don't care about.
Oh yeah,
George Bush don't care about white people. They cut the Chris Tucker like, shit,
bruh. Between him and Mike Myers, I don't know whose reaction.
Mike got caught off guard because he was like, "Oh shit, I'm next to Kanye. This is gonna be great. We're talking about Katrina.
Chris helping out a cause." Chris came from another black person being in a situation like, "Nigga, you didn't give me clearance before you was going to do it. It would have been because this is how black people usually are. It ain't going to be like Van Jones. Why did you say that? It's going to be more of." Nigga, you could have told me before you were doing that. I would have bet with you. That was me who told you that shit.
Mike Myers being a white guy. Mike Myers being a white guy is like, shit.
I would have yanked Kanye to the side. Nigga, you gotta coordinate.
Tell me, Mike Myers called him a nigga.
If it was like 6 of us and we got Mike Myers to join us, that would have been powerful. Nah, I'm gonna say it on my own. See, Kanye and Kyrie Irving are why I don't listen to black people who say we got to do something now, because that means they have zero plan.
Because when he said, so look, real quick, as soon as he said George Bush don't care about black people, I laughed. I was like, he ain't lied, but
Chris, Chris was like, nigga, you could have warned me. Bro.
You could have warned me. Like, goddamn.
Now I gotta look like the good coon. Thank you very much. A lot of people don't look, and see, that's another thing. This Black History Month. Black people, that's the one thing that we always don't realize. When a coon or somebody, not coon, when a black person says something that's super militant, we all have to be in unification, because if we're not, my Twitter feed is going to be, why you ain't supporting black people? I see you don't like this. You have to warn people. That's all. I'm pretty sure Kaepernick told the whole team before he did anything.
Just to warn them, just to be like, God damn,
y'all, look. Hey, y'all know what I did last week? They tripping. So Kanye went in there, I ain't gonna talk to nobody.
I'm just gonna do it, and all the chips are
they gonna look at me like I'm the best.
I'm just gonna do it, and everything is just gonna fall into place.
You know what's so great about this? I'll never leave a black woman, not for the best looking white woman in the world. I would never leave a black woman hanging high and dry. Hell, she could be a model herself with a big ass that's probably bigger than the white girl I leave for. But nah, gotta have the white girl. Why? Man, she might have money, and I might want to use it. Lord, look, I'm done with the joke. Anyway, so moving on.
But I like how Ricky Tan gets the fucking drop kick out the fucking window.
Yeah, that backspin kick
out of nowhere. And I don't care what anybody say. And I don't care what anybody say. They should have left this in the movie. Damn! He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 2. They should have kept that should have been
Rush Hour 3.
Rush Hour 3. That should have been that should have been in the actual movie, not on the bloopers. That should have been in the movie. But the part that got me, seems like he's showing up with that fucking bomb. I'm like, oh yeah,
suicide bomb.
She blew herself up.
Hey, Huli, question. Where did you have the time, the resources, or the materials to even put that together inside of a casino in Vegas?
Oh, well, that's the second bomb, because you remember That's
No,
the
that
second
first one, that little remote,
Chad had it in his
shit that she
mouth,
put, yeah.
taped around his mouth. It basically was like, yeah, I'm gonna blow your teeth out your mouth and blah 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 and stuff, right? And I was like, that is stressful as shit. But I like how when he finally spit it out and she was like, I'm like, well, he already spit it out. So what did you think was gonna happen? Like, come on.
I just
Still
like
gotta-
that. I like the presentation because she had it with two hands just walking to them. Like okay.
I mean, I get it. She was bleeding out.
Wipe yourself off. You're bleeding.
She was bleeding out pretty hard because she took that blade to the chest. She's like, I am in so much pain right now.
I'm going to kill both of you guys.
I'm gonna blow up this whole floor.
Yeah.
By the way, that last shot of her screaming.
I told myself when they were swinging down, I was like this. You know what? I hate movies because no. Anyway,
First of all,
I hate how what show was that? God, you
No.
know you know if you could do that in real life. I forgot that name of that show. Mythbusters. Fuck
Yeah.
Mythbusters. They ruined that shit for me. It don't work like that in real life.
Well,
that
we go.
line will
Hold
snap.
on, no, D. It goes from MythBusters now to what is it? Legal Eagle.
I'm sorry.
like Legal Eagle, where he responds to shit that happens in movies, or expert stunt person is reacting to scenes, like action scenes from movies. But no,
Shout out to the one dude who is over muscular that wants to explain shooting scenes. Stop.
Yes.
Anyway.
No, but but even
you see the tactics that they're using.
No, but even I wanted to know, so Jackie, you technically got your revenge. Whether it was an accident or not, that's whatever. I mean, you saved your best friend's life.
Mm-hmm.
Dude kind of deserved to get kicked out of a several story building.
I mean, I like it though. It's like
that was like classic movie shit where the bad guy always falls out of a building.
I mean, hey, but at least he
I'm just
know
mad
he's
that
dead.
he ain't falling on a comical sign. Like prices are falling down. You know what I mean? Like that. That's the only thing I'm mad about. Like, hey Brett, you had an open space for another joke right there. You didn't take it. That's just deep. I don't know.
Like, dude, no, D.
Just saying.
No, hold on, D. He actually did have a good setup because when he fell, like Chris Tucker said the line, he's like, it was an accident. That's all right. Just say he was trying to catch a cab because he landed on a cab.
This is true.
Hold on. He landed on the cab, possibly killing the cab driver inside.
Oh no, that cab driver has like a metal piece stuck right here, and he's not going to die. It's just thank you for that.
Like, yeah, thank you. I was on my way home. Now I need tetanus.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Long day, 15 hours. Wife, she misses me. Thanks. Thank you, Chris Tucker.
Why you getting mad at me? I ain't the one that kicked him. Just like he told your boy. He told Kenny. He said, "Hey, look, man, I'll shoot you and say you fell in the kitchen."
I gotta say, I shoot you, say you fell in the kitchen. Look, real talk. That's a black cop line right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a threat, but it's like I'm fucking with you, nigga, but stop.
Yeah.
Because that's what it was like. Hey, yo, chill, nigga. Chill.
Don't bring it here.
You fell in the kitchen. Don't do that shit.
Like, don't bring it here, dog.
It's like that, nigga. Don't make me be a crooked cop. I'll say you fell in the kitchen. Fuck around me.
He said, hold on, right? Hey, look, right now, your find out level is that of an 8.
Again. The best part about that was
you hovering around an 8, which means you're gonna fuck around over here.
I like how Jackie was like, Lee was getting all like, Lee, chill out. They black dudes, man. We ain't about to shoot. They nothing. That's his cousin, man. They ain't. I just love that shit. Yeah, but so movie ends. What did they say? Did they say they
So
were going to Paris in the next
no,
one?
no. So here's how it went down.
Mhm.
You know, we finally get that again. This kind of forced scene of Jackie and Isabella, who's Rosalind Sanchez's character. She gives him that kiss, and he
New York.
walks back. And yeah, she's on her way to New York, and and Chris is like, "So where's she going?" "Oh, she's on her way to New York." "Well, this is me. I'm going back to LA. Jackie's about to go back to Hong Kong, and then, you know, I could take me another vacation. I always wanted to go to Madison Square Garden." And this is when we were supposed to get Rush Hour 3, where the movie was
New
going
York
to take
City.
place in New York.
Yeah, instead of it being in France or whatever.
You know what?
Yeah. And hold on, not just in France, but like 5 years later.
Yeah, full like 5-6 years later. And here's the thing: Chris Tucker and Dave Chappelle kind of did the same thing. They kind of saw a jig and they was like, nah. You know what I mean? And for Chris, I think Chris really saw a jig and he was like, you know what? I have an option. And that's like the only, at least to be honest with you, that's like the only thing I can come to. Outside that, you know, he did like small clubs and shit like that. So Chris Tucker chilled immediately after this movie. He started chilling,
100%.
Yeah, he sat on this shit for a while.
He sat on it. Everybody kept asking him when the next Rush Hour was coming. And, you know, he never really had a response. And everybody was coming after him for Friday. Like, you know, why ain't you doing another Friday movie?
Oh, man. Come to find.
Because remember, he didn't do nothing since that, like since Rush Hour 2.
Nothing. And it didn't get me looking back on it. I'm kind of glad he didn't do nothing with the Friday series after that. I really am.
You know what's funny? You know what's also funny, guys? This, if I ain't mistaken, was it after? No, he was enjoying his success of Rush Hour 2 because, again, it was a huge movie that came out. Despite everything that happened on 9/11, the world needed a distraction and all that shit.
Yeah.
I would say between this movie and then him coming back to do Rush Hour 3 was the sign of his financial troubles.
That's a
yeah. Because I think after that, like the big one that he got after Rush Hour 3, it was like when he did Silver Linings Playbook, and that was like everybody was like, "Oh, Chris Tucker can act" and all that stuff. And I'm like, I mean, yeah,
he wasn't.
I mean, because let's be real, Rush Hour. Hold on, Rush Hour 2 was what, his 6th movie out of his career at the time?
I think so, man.
Yeah, just about. I mean, because
he didn't have that many movies under his belt, and for him to get as much money he did, I guess, off the residuals.
Rush Hour was his 7th movie.
No, okay, 7, but
yeah.
You get my point. The movie, I mean, the man had less than 10 movies for him to sit and chill for this long.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah,
and it's not like he was doing like, not necessarily like big money maker movies like one after another. I mean, come on, he only got like damn near $5,000 to do Friday, and as big as that movie turned out to be, didn't come back. He ended up doing Money Talks, which made him some money. Then right after Money Talks, he goes and does Rush Hour.
Jackie Brown did Rush Hour.
Yeah, Jackie Brown and Rush Hour, but then after that he gets was it Fifth Element, Rush Hour 2?
No, he did Fifth Element before he did Money Talks.
Oh, Fifth Element, Money Talks, Rush Hour, then Rush Hour 2, then Rush Hour 2, and then he just disappeared.
6 years of just chilling. That's all it really is. But like I said, it was just, that's the nature of it. Like I said, Chan, you know, as we mentioned before, like his career after 2 was just like, all right, well, I'm gonna go overseas and I want to do these sets of movies. I think because
he continued to stay and do movies in America. It's just the movies that he kept getting in America was honestly some typecast and shit. Because
I mean, Shanghai Nights is probably the only one out of them that
was like the only decent one.
Shanghai Nights did Tuxedo, Shanghai Nights, Vampire, well, American at least movies. He did Tuxedo, Shanghai Nights, The Medallion, Around the World in 80 Days, which actually is a fun movie.
It is a fun movie.
It's just a fun movie. And
I'll be real. I never gave it a real chance. You know what I mean? I was a teenager. You know what I mean? So you know,
it's a fun movie. And then boom, new Police Story. came out in 04. And that was like when he just started going heavily on just doing Hong Kong stuff. Because he did Robbie Hood, which actually did like.
Wasn't
God,
he
he
also?
really did just kept it
He
to
also and he also did what was it? Accidental Spy or yeah, Accidental Spy.
Yeah. So
the
yeah.
spy. He did the spy next
Spy Next Door.
The Karate Kid, which I got to be real. I seen it not too long ago.
So
Wow,
bad.
we overhyped the shit out of that movie.
Yes,
Did we
yes,
overhype it?
Ooh,
yes.
it's overhyped.
It is.
It's really not as great. It's only like really 3 scenes. Really.
And Chris,
It's
let's
one
be
of those
real.
movies,
Chris,
you know what I mean?
Chris, let's be real. You and I both agree. The only scene that we talk about in that entire movie was a deleted scene of him fighting the the.
I mean, that was the one that I kept saying it could have kept it in there and stuff, but like everything about it was like, yeah, this was a bit of a harsher Karate Kid, but I was like, but then they did Cobra Kai, so it's
I
like,
kind of, and I'm kind of with one person. I bet one person said some shit like this. Really think about this shit. This bitch took her son to China, and her son was.
son getting
This
fucking
should have been.
worked over.
I agree. This should have even been a movie. Why is this a movie?
Still getting worked over. But nah, it's just Rush Hour 2. Rush Hour 2 was such an apex because like it can't because opening weekend of this movie, it beat out the Planet of the Apes movie, the Tim Burton one, and it beat Princess Diaries, which is a low key big movie at that time too. And what's it? So Rush Hour was number 1. Number 2 was Planet of the Apes. 3 was Princess Diaries. 4 was Jurassic Park 3. Fuck, I forgot that movie came out around that time. 5 was America's Sweetheart. 6 was Original Sin. Wow, Original Sin came out around this time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's one
Original
alive.
Sin.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie and Antonio Banderas.
Yeah. I'm like, God, that did come out in 2011.
Legally Blonde. Yeah, that was a movie. The Score, low key entertaining movie. Dr. Dolittle 2, and then Cats and Dogs. And honorable mention, we can Fast and Furious, because that was 2001.
But still, man, like that was like before 9/11 happened, this country was going to be something ugly.
Crazy.
I think the real talk. I think America just would have been the American version of Japan. Lawless.
Let's see. .com bubble bust, and then boom, 9/11 happens immediately after that. That's kind of crazy.
I'm really thinking like how much of the world would have changed. I think only thing that would have changed, real talk, just the culture of America. Not everything would have changed, but a lot of the culture of America wouldn't be where it is. We probably just now coming. If 9/11 never happened, we probably just now be coming up to like a racial awakening or something.
Our arrogance would have been through the fucking roof. Easily.
I don't think we would have like all the lessons that we had to learn during 9/11. Like, oh, the world don't fucking like America. We had to actually learn that lesson. So,
also, we might have to ramp up security just a bit.
All right, guys. I hope you like taking off your shoes on planes.
That would have never been a thing.
Unless you pay now you gotta pay that TSA thing in order to do it with
you gotta pay TSA pre-check, clear, and if you're going overseas, global entry.
It would have been like I said, I think. But then again, let's just real talk, and we talked about this during Metal Gear. You would have stopped this, and there would have been another war popping up. There would have been another conflict. There would have been another reason why they don't like America or America don't like them. So, whatever. Anyway, that's enough of this episode, and it's time to go to our next episode. And I got to say, Chris has been waiting for this for a minute. I have been waiting on this for a minute. See, when 3BG, when we first did Rocky, we kind of didn't really go into Rocky 5 or Rocky
Balboa had just came out around that time.
It was already out like a year.
Yeah, it was out. It was out.
But we did, like I said, we did the whole reason of going over to all these sequels and some of our old stuff is to just give it the credit that it needs. And that's enough of the talk. We're doing it later on this week. It's gonna be our last one for the month of February. And I thought to myself, yes, let us talk about two white people beating the shit out of each other. Because you gotta think about it. The last two Rockies that we just went through, we had the last two Rockies, we seen a black person lose. like lose. One died, okay?
Yeah.
So
Then the Russian died last one, which hooray.
yeah. So in this one, Rocky doesn't have no money. The CTE is really being CTE, and Paulie can ride a dick.
Yeah.
Rocky 5, when Rocky learns to fight again.
No, this time he fights for the hood.
Gotta do it for the streets. Gotta do it. God, in the words of Little Fizz from You Got Served, we gotta do it for Little Saint.
Little Saint.
Little Saint, nigga. Gotta do it for Little Saint. And and Chris, and I agree, man. Us talking about that last sequence, which is fucking phenomenal.
It is the
chaotic.
If there's ever look. Love the MCU films. None of the MCU films will touch the third act of Rocky 5.
I swear. Actually,
that is chaotic mess.
That is their goal, in my opinion.
Unhinged.
That's unhinged, chaotic mess.
You know what I liked about it so much? The camera work got shittier as the scene went on. That's how chaotic.
Usually it would get better. It's like, nah, it went to shit.
And Chris, it did get better. We got a nigga in a full-length meat. Get him! Go! Touch me, I'll shoot.
Touch me now, shoot.
It is chaotic mess.
Golden aviators. Gators.
Dude,
Watch these two crackers beat each other up.
Dog,
I got to be honest with you. Martin Luther King wanted that.
I want to set the scene here. You have this guy parked with his limousine outside of, what was the name of the bar that Rocky was playing pinball at?
I don't know.
I don't know. They're parked outside and Tommy Gunn has called them out. And I'm like, bruh, is this life?
Think about it, man. Think about it, nigga. You about to go, look, think about it. You want the bar and bar. You look about it. We walking on Broad Street. We about to go over to the bar. The Eagles is losing against the Vikings, but we're going to have a good time. We walk over there. Hey, who up in that?
Hold up. Wait, Chris, the way you describe, hold on, this movie came out in 1990, right?
Yeah.
You do realize you just described what I like to call the prototype of Balrog's stage from Street Fighter 2.
Except it ain't Vegas.
I know, except it's not Vegas. This would have been Humble Beginnings Balrog.
1990, and we had to wait. We had to wait till, what was it, 2008, 9 for Rocky Balboa to drop?
2006.
You sure?
2008 was Rambo 4. 2006 was Rocky Balboa.
There we go. Because I remember there was a comeback, and then he did like Expendables after that.
Yeah, 2006. Yeah. I keep getting it mixed up. That's but just the insanity of that. It's like that's when you knew, folks, that it felt like the house of ideas of Rocky movies it was gone at Rocky 5.
I gotta be honest with you. We're seeing it right now. Oh, they're gas. Oh, Coogler is gassing it. I love it. He is clearly gassing it. It's like this. This nigga got 2 more movies. No. Listen to me, Chris.
Anything after Creed 3, then you probably have a point.
Chris, listen to me. This is a backhanded compliment, but this is a full compliment. He ran out of story in the second act of the second movie, and I was like, he's going to make 2 more movies, and they're going to be solid. I don't know how he's fucking.
Look, as soon as
what I learned, Chris, was this: you don't need much in a Rocky movie. You don't need much, and I swear, and this is where I can.
People tend to forget.
And hold on, Harris, real quick. And this is D's only swing at Creed movies. Wow, that's all you need. Good, because Michael B. Jordan is limited. Yay!
People need to understand that Rocky is a very simple story that doesn't require too much because it's always and will forever be an underdog story. The problem with underdog stories is once the underdog is no longer the underdog, what do you do at this point besides what do you do at this point besides do what most people did in the 80s, go nuts?
Yeah. And real talk, much like his daddy, let me get this shit straight. So you mean to tell me that you're no longer an underdog now, but I'm supposed to root for you when you beat up the underdog in this next movie?
Well, if we're talking Creed 3, it's his friend who clearly has been on the juice lately.
Yeah, I know, but it still feels like Imagine, if you will, I call Eris out. Eris!
Well, his friend did apparently like he killed somebody in the ring, so he has to
Hey, Chris, if I see this movie and it tries to take like multiple elements from no, it will, because it's a Rocky movie.
well, because Michael B. Jordan is a little bit of a weeb. He did say that he was taking a lot of stuff from Hajime no Ippo, so do
Here
with
we
that what you
go.
will. Do with
Hey,
that what you will.
look, and I will say this. Hey, Michael. His name is Jack Dempsey. Look him the fuck up. That is a black man. Look him up.
Let that man.
He was a real person. Also, in D's opinion, Hajime is like my opinion. Ippo ain't that nice with his hands. I'm being real. It's just, look, he got a combo. He got the dips. We all love it. That nigga's always ranked like second. He barely deserved the championship he got.
First off, he's like the RDJ. He's like Sherlock Holmes, where he goes through how he's gonna take down his opponents first. I'm gonna punch him on the side.
No, he ain't.
And then
No,
do
no.
this.
Come on, we covered the movie. That nigga panicked the second that doctor hit him on the chin. He panicked the rest of that fight. Oh no, I'm about to get knocked out.
But yeah, Rocky 5, the story of the Broke Rocky saga, or at least the one Broke Rocky movie. Before apparently he got rich in Rocky Balboa from a restaurant. So there you go.
Hey, look, man, restaurant business was booming.
Hey, I like how Paulie called him out on that. You got a bunch of Hispanic people cooking Italian food.
That's actually a good question. And
it is.
Answer that
it is canon.
We will no for real. Yes, I agree. Is it?
It's canon. It's canon in the loosest of sense.
Because no. I'm gonna say this before we end off. Before we end off, I'm gonna say this. When a movie picks right up where the last movie ended, it's canon.
Yeah.
Got me there. Got me there.
Like I said,
unlike other sequels where, this picks up right after the first one. It's clearly been some time that passed.
And
this movie, first, come on, the movie opens up. We open up much like The Perfect Weapon, butt naked Rocky in a shower.
Apparently, he got CTE.
I want all of y'all to be on when we're talking on Thursday about this because, good Lord, Christopher has been waiting. Eris got jokes.
Oh, I got jokes.
D hasn't seen this movie from front to start in almost 10, 15 years.
Woo! Yeah.
Get ready for Thursday, y'all. So we see y'all then, niggas.
Peace.
Peace.